Hi, it's Ileana, and today we're going to cover the link between Sirius, Lyra, and the Galactic Mayans with the Atlantic Ocean Arc ship. On December 25th, 2022, I got a message from the Galactic Mayans that it was time to sing the light code song of the Eternal Creator and open a portal to visit the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, where there was a military platform with a large elevator and shaft tunnel systems going down all the way underwater to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, where there are tube hub stations leading towards the ancient Syrian, Lyran, and Mayan arc ship. The visit to the Atlantic Ocean arc ship was done in my light body, and I was allowed to use the elevator and then the tube hub system to travel to the arc ship, where I sang a longer version of the Galactic Mayans creator song in order to activate the energy shield and vibrational fields to the entrance of the arc ship in order to open an access gateway to this advanced technological wonder. Once I went inside, I saw various carved symbols of the Sirius and Lyra planetary symbology. These carved symbols on the display walls of the arc ship are connected to the history of the Galactic Mayans and their origins coming from Sirius and Lyra star systems. The light body that I am in is semi-corporeal, so it is like my avatar for my soul consciousness to be able to interact in this body to do physical things like touch objects, enter locations, etc. I was not quite sure why the Atlantic arc ship would have the Sirius and Lyra carvings on the display walls and what it had to do with the Mayans of Earth. I always suspected that the Mayans were seeded as a species on Earth a long time ago, and then they suddenly disappeared at the height of their civilization in Mesoamerica. I think that they went back to the Sirius star system, where they had originally come from, as their life journeys had been completed on Earth, hence the connection with the Sirius and Lyra star system carvings displayed in the Atlantic arc ship, telling the story of the Mayan origins. During December 28th, 2022, I got a visit from a being named Lyra, who is an ancient female Lyran soul wisdom guide, who said to me that the Galactic Mayans, that they are deeply connected with Sirius. And they're called the Galactic Mayans because, again, Sirius is their points of origin. It's their original soul point of creation for the origins, which goes back to Sirius and to the history of Lyra. That is why both the Sirius and Lyran planetary symbols are carved on the display walls of this particular arc ship to show the points of soul origins of where the Mayans first came from in the known universe. The Syrians had originally come from Lyra, where some of the cradle of life extraterrestrial civilizations had first developed as part of the creation projects from the original creator races. The Lyra name meaning description is to bring light to and deliver knowledge. Who are the Galactic Mayans? Sirius was considered to be the home of the Galactic Mayans. This is a galactic outpost for higher knowledge in this part of the galaxy. The cycles of Sirius are incorporated in their calendar systems in the Dream Spell, a modern version of this ancient calendar system. It synchronizes us with the Sirian consciousness, allowing us to harmonize ourselves with their frequency. The Mayans were gifted in astronomy, astrology. They had complicated mathematical systems, They were architects. They had a written language and forms of communication. They knew how to farm. They knew how to build pyramids and complex structures. The Mayans were very advanced as a civilization for the time period that they lived in. They knew farming, they knew agriculture, they knew stuff beyond their years, and they knew things from cosmology. They knew where Sirius was, where Lyra was. They can map out the stars just with their eyes. So they can map the stars with their eyes. They had that ability. They didn't have telescopes. They didn't have satellites. All they had was their natural ability to look up at the sky at night and map the stars. The different constellations. They had a very complex calendar. The Mayan calendar, which lasted until 2012. So they were one of the first to create the Mayan calendar, which was quite accurate. The way it was depicted and how it tracked the days, the months, and the years. So this is what the Maya are known for on Earth as an advanced civilization. And I'm going to discuss, I did a follow-up after my visit to the military platform in the Ark ship. I did also a remote viewing to see if there was anything more that I could see from what I had first experienced when I went to the military platform. And it was quite a big structure. I could see some of the circular rings that it's made up of raised above the ocean waves when I first got there in my light body. And there was an elevator system with tunnel shafts going down from the platform, then connecting to the tube hub systems, which can take you down underwards, down under the water even further to the Ark ship itself. Go down under even further. So this was the first impressions that I had when I got there in my light body. There was no wind, there was no cloud cover, there wasn't any clouds, there was a lot of air current, but it felt different, even the air in my light body. And when I got to the Ark ship, it was semi-round and circular, and there was force fields around it, so I couldn't really enter it until I sang that song for almost 20 minutes. Then it let me enter. And then I wandered the corridors, because this Ark ship is huge. I wandered through the corridors, and I saw the Sirian and the Lyran symbols, like planetary symbols and constellation symbols. There are planets in Sirius A and B, just like there's planets in Lyra. These are huge systems. And I'm like, why did the Galactic Mayans want me to go here and see this? How is this connected to them? And then Lyra helped me out with that explanation. I kept having the same question even after coming back from the Ark ship. Still had no idea how this is connected to the Mayans, because the Galactic Mayans contacted me telepathically with that song to go to the Ark ship and open the portal, that it was my time to do it. But I wasn't told how they're connected to the Ark ship. So when I saw the Sirius symbols and the Lyran symbols, I was like, how is this connected to the Mayans? But apparently it is, because the Mayans come from Sirius originally. And the Sirians, their ancestors, come from Lyra, the cradle of life, where many of the extraterrestrial civilizations were originally from, in the genetic creation of going from etherics to physical DNA living template bodies, from what I understand. So now we're going to look at the remote viewing of the secret military energy production platform in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and it was done on December 28, 2022. Secret round-shaped military platform does not have an official name and is not on any known maps. Stationary platform to get down to the bottom of the ocean. This platform is located in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. No clouds in the sky, just air currents. Air currents in the sky. No cloud cover. Power plant station produces energy through the water intake sequences. Energy fields protecting the Ark ship in the Atlantic Ocean. Not everyone can enter inside the Ark ship. Need to have the proper vibrational sound frequencies and genetics. There is a walkway platform and an energy source generator at the large military platform in the middle of it. There are 3 ring systems comprising the platform and 7 supporting struts with energy fields connected to the platform that complete its structural components. The military platform has an elevator and tunnel shafts with an internal system that is designed to travel to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean in order to reach and access the Ark ship deep in the ocean. This military platform has a lot of energy production and advanced generation of energetic fields in its technology and capacities. Lots of waves moving around the large military platform. The military platform is tall, so it reaches quite high out of the Atlantic Ocean. The military platform was built specifically as a resource to have an elevator system and the tunnel shafts to go down to the deepest depths of the Atlantic Ocean to create a traveling hub to study the ancient technology artifacts that were left behind by the Cedar races and the ancient builder races on Earth. These travel hubs also connect to the Baltic Sea, as this is a network of underwater tubes and hubs that can carry small submarines and supply transport vehicles to the various excavation sites on the bottom of the oceans and the seas. The military platform also needed to be a production plant for generating renewable energy sources to power the archaeological operations on the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean and the capacity to expand operations to other artifact excavation sites in the future. The military needs to have several viable working resources meeting multiple purposes of use for producing ongoing power energy supplies, as well as acting as a transportation hub station for the various underwater archaeological excavation operations of advanced alien technologies. This has to be financially sustainable. That is why the military platform suits 2 purposes in its operational values, as money still plays a role in how viable this working platform station is. And I feel that's unfortunate that you have to justify something financially to explore alien archaeological sites of these Ark ships. That money is still a matter and a driving force for these archaeological expeditions and exploration. So I guess the U.S. Navy and military, for them, money still matters. It's not just about what you discover at the bottom of the ocean, the advanced technology. The military platform has to pay for itself by creating renewable energy, constantly generating it with the various generators that are there using water systems and sequences to do this, to generate renewable energy sources. And this is what the military platform looks like when I was there. And when I did further remote viewing, this is what it looks like. It's quite a complicated system. Secret military platform in the middle of Atlantic Ocean. And then I also did the remote viewing of the Ark ship under the Atlantic Ocean, same day, December 28th, 2022. This ancient Ark ship was founded by several Cedar races, including the Lyrans, Sirians, etc., showcasing where the Mayans came from, the Galactic Mayans. Ancient Ark ship is located deep under the ocean with lots of water around it. In the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, large viewing deck and bridge sections of the main portion of the Ark ship. The Ark ship is semi-round and spherical in its shape and structure. There are genetic storage vaults with ET-DNAs, including animals, plants, and other living matter, with different sorts of extraterrestrial genetic lineages. So there's different types of DNA sequencing being stored in these genetic storage vaults. The Ark ship had a sequence of double layers of 2 domes on top of it above the genetic storage vaults. This is its structural and protective shielding. There is a park habitat which is well preserved and still functional, having trees, a lake, and swimming areas inside the Ark ship. This Ark ship has living habitat pods and quarters for the crew and visiting members that came to the Ark ship originally. There's nobody on the Ark ship right now. There are 8 levels on the Ark ship. Inside the Ark ship, there are carved symbols on some of the display walls, including the Sirius planetary symbol, Lyran symbol, and other symbols representing the founding groups who had built the ancient Ark ship. And this is what the Ark ship looks like. It does have 8 levels to it, and I drew it the best that I could. This Ark ship is huge, and again, it has many corridors, doorways, many different types of rooms, display walls, huge deck and bridge viewing sections in the middle of it. So it's very interesting type of ancient vessel. And again, the display walls throughout the corridors showed carved symbols of the founding Cedar races on this Ark ship on the walls. This is the Sirius one, and this has coordinates. It shows Sirius, then it shows Alnitak, Alnilam, Mintaka, Orion's belt, then it shows Bellatrix, Betelgeuse, Soph, and Rigel. So it sort of shows you where this Ark ship had been in the star systems where it originated from, mainly Sirius, but all these other places as well, including Lyra. I think it shows where it visited and where the founding Cedars had been exploring and perhaps seeding other worlds with living matter. There's also, I saw the symbols of Aldebaran, Algol, Alpheka, Antares, Arcturus, Capella, Deneb, Algeda, Algorab, and the Pleiades, of course. And there was also Polaris, Procyon, Regulus, Sirius, Spica, Vega, And it took me a while to find Lyra, the symbol for Lyra, what that exactly looked like, because I could find it on the display walls, the carving, but I could not find it anywhere else, how it looked like actually. And this is what it looks like. It took me a while to find it. And there was other projections on the display walls of other ancient, what I think, art ship crafts, including something that looked like Ileana, something that had visited us in 2017. So I saw something like this on the display walls as well. I saw the Lyra constellation on the Ark ship wall display and several different ancient crafts, what I assume are ancient crafts, maybe other Ark ships. So I saw something similar to what looks like Ileana, and different star systems and displays of constellations where I think this Ark ship might have been. So this is my visit to the Atlantic Ark ship in the middle of Atlantic Ocean, and what everything looked like to me. And it was interesting to see the different planetary symbols, and again the constellations as well, like Sirius and Lyra, where these founder races had come from originally, and the Galactic Mayans. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you so much, and namaste.